Start pooping. So we're gonna have
That's live.
topics.
The first words on the recording. Yeah. Although one of them is actually a tip, not a bloop. It's not a link. And Squishy Twitchy is already here.
Oh, yeah, the bots pop in instantly. You know how that goes. You know how that goes.
I do know how that goes.
This is going to be a really long show is what you're telling me.
Yes.
This time we only have like 2 topics. We go like 2 hours.
Yes. So many hours.
I've got the Mountain Dew, Joe.
Me too. I am a sucker for some Mountain Dew. And apparently, now I'm not going to go to Bojangles specifically for it, but apparently Bojangles has a new Mountain Dew flavor.
Is it called Heart Attack?
What was it called? Southern something. Mountain Dew Southern Shock is supposedly exclusively available at Bojangles. Apparently it's tropical punch flavored. So is it just Code Red?
No, Code Red is more of a cherry red dye number 5 taste. Tropical punch should be a little bit more rounded, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I know what I'm thinking of when I think of punch versus cherry flavor.
All right.
Stupid Discord tricks are for kids.
I miss Mountain Dew Supernova. It was good stuff.
I don't remember the taste. I remember the name.
It was strawberry melon. Although apparently in Finland and Denmark, it was raspberry lemon. That would have been good too.
Let's see. There's this. There is. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Oh, we've lost some good patrons in the last month or two based on finances.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough on everybody. I get it.
Yeah. We got Trace. And no random trivia today.
Psh, I've always got random trivia. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh man, that one hit a little hard there.
The demons were really trying to come out of you that time.
I know I gotta keep them in. They're mine. They belong here. That's how I get through my day without any sleep and very little food. All right, hit record there. Talk to me, Joe.
Hello, how are you doing today? Are you fantastic? I am fantastic. Don't I sound like an infomercial?
My back is doing just fine. How about you?
Psh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, it's good, Joe.
My back.
What are these other sounds? Okay. I need to move these to other buttons so I could use them.
The Pokemon GO.
All right. I couldn't remember what some of the other buttons were.
Kids are ruthless. My kids think it's hilarious to run up to me, grab their back, and say, "Oh, my back!"
I got a story about that, but it is time to start the show. So away we go. And welcome to the #1 Pokemon GO podcast about Joe's back. I'm Charles at fault. I got a podcast saying my back is fine, but Joe is here. Rocco's here, and he's struggling tonight.
Oh man, my back's doing a lot better than it was last week. So I've actually even got the lights on this week. Last week I didn't even have the lights on because I really did not want to bend down to turn on the lights. So
yeah, that's why you have controls on your phone, man. You got to get fancy with that. So welcome to those in chat right now, live, Lady Jasmine, Coach Kev. We've got Call Me Baconator. Hello, Baconator. And Civilian on base, and I'm sure probably a few other people going on. We got some experiences of the week. Joe, what did you get done this week? What happened with you this week?
So this past week was the Magikarp Community Day. Yep. So definitely got out there and got a handful of Magikarp. Several handfuls, I should say.
You helped me out.
Did I?
Yeah, because I don't remember what's going on. Days get away from me. It's not weekdays. It's not weekends.
Oh, and I said, "Hey, have you gotten one yet?"
Yeah, I had totally forgotten to log in. Now, I got up that morning and went, "Oh yeah, you know what? Let me log in and get it." And then stuff happened. I was streaming. Other things were going on.
How mad would you be if you missed it and didn't get a shiny magic?
Joe, you'd have been like, half the podcast of it. Yeah.
Oh man,
it was holy cow, Joe. You went a little greedy on Community Day, my friend. I'm looking at your screen.
So 4 of these are from before Community Day, but yeah, I guess I should put the age on there. But yeah, 4 of these are from before Community Day. So I got 11 on Community Day shinies. So yeah, it was pretty good there. And then did a fair bit of raiding as well on Community Day. Got invited to quite a few remote raids.
Yeah, I did a few.
So let's see, Deoxys, because that's mostly the raids I was doing. I ended up doing 6 Deoxys raids
that are out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got invited to a couple of unknown raids as well, and but yeah, finally ran out of Pokecoins, so had to buy some.
Quick PSA, or just an announcement for our friend Ebbett at Coverville, or Coverville really in the game. If you're friends with him, he is still looking for an unknown L raid. So if you have message him in Discord or however you might be connected with him, and he will probably bend over backwards. Well, I'm sorry.
Those unknown, yeah, because I can't bend. Ha, funny.
Yeah.
Those unknown raids are going away after this week. So,
yeah, and as of yesterday, he was still looking. So because I have gotten a raid with Barry, and I took a picture. I'm gonna pull it up for the last one. But Barry and Brian, and you keep getting invited, Joe. But you're like, nah, I don't care about you guys. I'm not gonna come play.
You guys do it at the worst possible times. Like I'm in the middle of, well, I mean, it was raid hour, so I should have expected it. But I was in the middle of eating dinner with my family, or I'm putting the kids to bed. I'm like, guys, come on, bad time. Now, if it was like middle of the day, and I'm assuming I'm not in a meeting, but even if I am in a meeting, because I'm at home.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
no, it was. I want to say the first one was on Community Day, so that's probably dinner / bedtime for your kids or whatever. That is, and then, I mean not Community Day. Yeah, Community Day, and then yesterday for raid hour. So Jacket K, great dude, right? He hits me up like Monday morning. Me not realizing raid hours coming up. Right on Tuesday or whatever. He hits me up like Sunday or Monday on Twitter, and was like, hey, how many raids are you thinking? Because I'm thinking, depending on where I'm going, 5 is what I'm thinking. Like, I'll take whatever you send me. But I didn't see it till like 5-6 p.m. at night. And Jack K's in the UK somewhere, I think. And so they're 5-6 hours ahead of us. Like, but I probably already missed you. And I didn't really get a response. I'm like, well, I got busy during the day. I forgot to respond back. But then raid hour came, and dude, it was dude, I didn't know it was raid hour, because you don't track those things. And so Barry had hit up me and you and Ibbett and maybe a few others in Texas, like, hey, I've got invites coming out. It'll be 5 o'clock my time, or Central Time, 6 o'clock your time. for you and Joe. I was like, cool. I'll make sure I have my game open. So when my game, boom, there's an invite from like TMMJ or I forget. I don't, if you listen to the show, I'm not trying to mess your name up. I just mess names up. But somebody invited me, which I always appreciate, jumped into a battle. Done. Literally come out of that and my bar is red, which is not unusual because some of the glitches are that you'll come out of a battle and it'll still be orange or whatever, red, orange, just whatever. And I'll go back to it and it'll just take me back to the battle I had beat and then it'll go away. So I thought I was going to do that. Nope. There was Thunder Muffin. All right. I mean, literally raid to raid. Boom. Jumped right in. Come out of that. There's Jackie K. Boom. Jump into that. And then I actually missed like 3 raids because Barry said, at 29, 6:29, the raid's going to start or whatever the time was. So I was close enough to it. I kept getting invites and they will stack, dude. You can get 2 or 3 remote invites and they'll sit next to each other, which I think, or actually, stack up, which I think is really cool. So, no offense to anybody that I missed a raid on. I apologize that you invited me and I couldn't go, but I specifically committed to that. And let me get the picture because it wasn't, I think Shiftworks was there. I think even, your brother was there. You just couldn't be bothered. Let's see. This one was, Copperwood Servo, which is a Barry, number 1 raid, which is Barry and Shiftworks. And then I saw the 2 accounts of Ibit and myself and some other people I didn't recognize. And then, this is with Thunder Muffin. That was that one. So those are my raids. But yeah, it was good. My biggest mistake that I keep making on these raids is assuming I have like unlimited raid passes. Because they're like, you need to get closer to this thing. Oh crap. And I'll back out, go buy them, and then I come in and I miss the clock or something else has gone on. And yeah, it's messy. But yeah, you're right. A lot of Deoxys. Let me get my Pokemon and my recents. Dude, my record has been broken.
Oh, you didn't get one.
I missed the first Deoxys set. It went yesterday. During the raid hour, everything was caught. Raid wise. But I think it's on Sunday. It's on Sunday when we were doing, Saturday. Sunday's when I was out and about. It was on Saturday when we were doing the raids for the community day that, I got Deoxys, my first real Deoxys of this form that I got to fight. And I did not catch that one, but I've caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 since then now. So
how many forms of Deoxys do you have now of the 4?
I don't know if I kept one.
Is this it? Is this the only one?
I always have. I've got 7 of them. Yeah, this is the only form.
Okay, all right.
So it's Giratina. I have the attack form. I need the normal form or whatever it is. Apparently I got 2 dinos going on. Oh yeah, so I have that. Man, my phone keeps buzzing from the Pokemon's appearing. But yeah, I did get in the community day, and where is my hairbrush? You know what? Shiny. Shiny.
I know that reference.
Yeah, dude, that's the reference. All right. So I got 6 shiny Magikarp, and I did get my red Gyarados, and I did do an appraisal.
Considering I know how long you played community day, that's pretty good.
I played for like 2 hours at most.
It was like an hour and a half. When I texted you, I was like, dude, there's 90 minutes left. You better hurry up and get yourself a shiny Magikarp. Yeah,
no, I felt like it was more than 90 minutes, but you're right. I mean, there wasn't a ton of time left. And I did immediately do a incense. And then about 5 minutes before the end of community day, I did another incense and I stayed on and caught the LGMs. I got a bunch of those. And I don't know what else was going on, but yeah, shiny wise, no raid shinies whatsoever, which is okay. I mean, because it's rare, but it'd be cool, right? I mean, just be pretty nifty.
Get that yellow Deoxys.
But the Gyarados I evolved at the time when I did the appraisals. It's a 2-star, but the attack looks to be 13, defense looks to be 14, and HP looks to be 12.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. Y'all been saying that the high defense is better. So yeah, that defense is crap. I mean, most of these Magikarps, I mean, I don't know if I'd use them in battle anyway, but actually this one's not too bad. This one is a perfect HP, was like a 14 defense, but the attack is just one into the second section. What number would that be? Like 8, 9? Somewhere there. It's just over the white line into the second section. Didn't give me a number, but yeah, that's that one. But yeah, I had a good time, and that's all of them. Okay, I had a good time, and it was a blast. And these raids, man, they are lighting my day up. And going from raid to raid to raid, that was crazy. And then I missed one legit because I had to go buy more raid passes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have been asking for us to be able to purchase remote raid passes in the lobby. One person that's been very vocal, and he was on the show. It's been a long time, but Reversal. He's been very vocal about saying, "Hey, if you're going to limit it to 3, we need to be able to purchase them in the lobby."
Yeah, that way it didn't mess. So I still had one person invite me, and it was doing the signal thing in the opposite corner. So it tells me maybe their signal wasn't the greatest, which I'm very curious how the signals work. Okay, I got to buy passes right now. I'm out. I was just checking. I'm out of remote raid passes.
So I found out this past week, and I hadn't done any testing, so I didn't know one way or the other. But I found out this past week, I got confirmation that the person that invites you doesn't even have to stay for the raid. You can be invited to the raid and join the raid, and they don't have to be there.
Interesting.
So
I know that we can do a remote raid. Like I can see the local raid, do a remote raid pass for it, and still invite people in.
Yeah. So it was a conversation between me, Nolte, and Coach Kev in our Discord, saying that they were like, "Hey, did you know you can invite 10 people to the raid?" I was like, "Wait, I thought it was capped at 5." He was like, "Well, no. What you do is you start a raid, you invite 5 people, they jump in, and then you jump out and get back in, and you can invite 5 new people." So
I like it.
You can get 10 people on a single raid, but if you start a new lobby, so you can actually put a private code and start a new lobby. If you start a new lobby, you can have as many people as are available online. So you can just keep hopping out, starting new lobbies, and inviting a ton of people to the raid.
But that doesn't that spread out the resources? Technically, it's still capped at 5.
Yeah, so you can't all be participating in the
same
raid, but you can all benefit from getting to do that raid. Gotcha. If that makes sense. And so
it does.
So, like for instance, Ibit is looking for the L, right? The unknown L.
Yes, he is.
Well, if you had like 20 people that you wanted to join in, you'd have to hop in and out 4 times because you can only invite 5 people at a time.
Okay, that's what Jacket K was talking about.
Yeah, and so you could just keep hopping in and out and inviting people, and everybody that is on your friends list could theoretically join in on getting that raid. Not necessarily join in with you, but they could participate in that raid
if they're online.
Yes. So, yeah, I thought that was a pretty awesome tip. If you had a lot of people that were wanting you to invite them to raids, then you could do that to spread the love.
Yeah, because I know Jacket K had reached out to me. That's talking about how I miss raids, but it really is me as far as I can tell. It's me go, oh, I gotta get passes and I come back in. Or honestly, and no slight to Niantic, because I think they're doing a pretty slam up job. But there's still some bugs in the notification process and how quickly it actually pops up and lets you know that it's there. And even when I have, and here's the one thing I hate, but I'll get to that. But even though I have the notify, actually notify me when somebody invites me. If I'm not in the game, that I'm not Quotty Fingers online, then you can't invite me, which I'd love for it to go. If I'm not in the game, hey, Jackie K wants to raid with you. And if I can get in that 60-second, 90-second clock, whatever the countdown is, then I can raid, but there's been times when I'll do a raid, beat the raid, capture the whatever and be back on my main screen, and then it'll go, Nolte has invited you to a raid. Like, no, I did that and beat it like a minute ago, man. Thanks for the late warning. But so Jacket K, it was very much, I think it's going to be me missing the notification or having to back out, go buy passes because I forgot didn't have passes, and then I just missed the clock because he's like, oh, I hope hopping out and hopping back in it and messing you up. I don't think it is.
No, and I like you said, I wish there was a better notification. But even if you're in game, if you're looking at Pokemon or evolving Pokemon, you don't get a notification that they invited you.
It doesn't pop down or anything. Exactly. Nothing. And that's why I have to, like doing raid hour, I was being very careful. I popped a lucky egg, and late into raid hour.
Wait, so if you popped a lucky egg, are you 40 yet? You should be getting real close.
40. The whole community would tell you I'm 40 because it would show up on the friends list, right? At somewhere that my ranking had changed or something.
He's level 40. No.
It's getting. I mean, it is getting close. It is getting real close. But no, see, I forget. So again, my brain doesn't connect all the dots in this game, and so what will happen is, I'm like, okay, Barry wants to raid. I'll do a raid with Barry and Ebbet and Joe and all that. It's gonna be fun. And I open up again, and all of a sudden, raid. And they take some time, right, to wait, to refresh stuff, to beat the boss, to animate, and all that jazz. Catch them. By the time I'm like, oh crap, it's raid hour. I'm 30 minutes into the raid. Now that the lucky egg is only 30 minutes, but that second half was a lot less raids coming my way than in the first half of the hour. So no, I didn't maximize my time. But at the same time, so I'm like, okay, the lucky egg's going. I don't want to just sit here and stare at the screen. I want to get some kind of experience for this. All right, let me catch that one real quick. Okay, I caught the Swablu. All right, no raid invite. Let me catch this real quick. And it's that very much like you're talking about. You can't go and manage your inventory. You can't go and manage your Pokédex. You can't do anything but stare at that screen and wait because you will not get notified that you're being invited to a raid. And that's frustrating.
Yep. 100%.
So let's go to our experience of the week on our Discord channel. Now, of course, you can always tag us at Pokemon GO Pod on Twitter if you want to have us talk about your experience of the week. Or, of course, you can go old school and be like the old people, send us an email. Show at Pokemon GO Podcast. I've been told emails for old parts. So I'm like, whatever, man. I can write a freaking book and email. I can only write 140 characters on Twitter, so you're out of luck. I'm going to email you all day long. But, all right, Nolte started off last week with a shiny Deoxys. That's solid. I want to say, I can't remember if it's Barry or Ibbot, one of the two. Jacket K invited all of us into a raid as well right after Barry and Ibbot and I had just finished a raid. And I don't know if it's Barry or Ibbot, one of them got a shiny Deoxys off of that one. Nolte nailed 26 shiny Magikarps from the community day. Yeah, Barry's so nice. So like, hi, nice. Happy with the shiny catches, although most were crappy IVs. Yeah. Yeah. Coach Kev, Fraud Club member, is gold *2.
Very
the
nice.
Wayfarer.
Yep,
the
on Wayfarer.
I had to read the small print. Okay. He's put it, and somebody used my face. What? Somebody used my face on this one. It says, well, it doesn't say positive experience of the week, so I guess this qualifies. Coach Kev says, I decided to take a pass on community day so I can hunt shiny unknown. While experienced doing around 50 unknown raids. Wow, dude. And that was 0 shinies. Yes, 0 for 50. What an experience. I should be like a clap. Yeah, 0 for 50. What an experience, man. Somehow, I ended up with 28 shiny goldfish and a hundo shiny just by checking the ones that were by the gyms with the raids. I love it. My final analysis of today is shiny unknown is a fraud. Put that in your notes, Tom.
Oh, man.
Barry got a Behemoth, which is really cool. That's a
BHM.
I don't know. Behemoth. I'm going to say Behemoth. Coach Cav's got that and a Honda. Dude, Coach Kev's got a Hundo Dino and a Hundo BHM, whatever it is. The evolution of LGM. Okay, we got shiny. Coach Go's got shiny Sentret, Staryu, which I've been checking those Staryus. They don't check me back. It looks like a shiny evolved Staryu, a Starmie.
Starmie.
Yeah, and then Deoxys shiny. So.
And he's got that one set as his buddy. Did you see the name on it?
I can't quite see. It says invite.
Invite to unknown.
Invite 10.
He's trying to get people to invite him to unknown raids.
I gotcha. I will if I see what. Okay, so I didn't do an unknown raid. On Sunday,
did you see his update just below that? 163 unknown raids, no shiny.
I went and did, Gibble or something Sunday. I went and did a smaller level raid and invited everybody who was online. Like, for Ellie and Jacket K. No, nobody wanted to come to my raid. I literally did it for two reasons: to kill time and to share love and try to invite people. But it's okay. Bridget Robert there has a shiny Cleffa, two shiny Deoxyses. That's very solid, man. I got the unknown L. I did catch an unknown L. It's not a shiny, but I do have one now.
Coach Kev's 100% L.
Why would you even bother checking those?
I don't know. They're not really relevant to any battles.
It's like going to the GO Fest and getting the cardboard Pikachu hat and checking to see if it's signed or something. I mean, what? It's cardboard, man. Unknowns are cardboard. Why are you checking them? I don't know. Why don't you take it from Nolte there?
All right, so Nolte didn't get in as many raids this week compared to last week. I mean, he got a ton in last week, and I do agree with Coach Kev. You got to check him because it's a trophy. At the end of Community Day, I type in 4-star, check if I got any new hundreds. But anyway, so Nolte didn't get nearly as many raids in, but ended up with 6 shiny Deoxys. Now, I don't know if you remember from last week, Nolte did, I think it was 180 or 190. He did
a lot.
Yeah, of the Rayquaza raids, and only ended up getting 2 shinies, but ended up getting 6 shiny Deoxys and a couple of hundos. So got a 100% Magikarp, which evolved into a Gyarados, and a 100% Baltoy. So very nice there. And showing off his new shinies. Shiny Wigglytuff and Staryu are the new ones that we hadn't already mentioned. So a pretty awesome week all around.
They called for it.
What did they call for?
Yep.
There it is. I see it. Cool. All right. Awesome stuff. Of course, we want to know your experience of the week. So you can go to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast. Not only do you get this amazing community, I'll give a quick report before we go to break. I've got the Squirtle Squad about ready to go.
Yeah, you do.
We have some that are going to stay behind because for whatever reason that I'm printing 2 at a time. In that batch, when I went to peel them up, they literally both of them broke the same foot. It's crazy. I don't know why that happened, but they're almost ready to ship. So you get cool stuff like 3D. Well, this is the Deadpool Pikachu, but you get your little 3D figures that we print out every couple of months and send out. You get your experiences of the week and a great community, and you get the show ad-free. So right now, you're about to hear.
You never actually said how they get this. You just said that they get it.
I said go to patreon.com.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry. You're right. We should say patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast more often, Joe. I'll try to work in patreon.com.
I guess I was just distracted by the Venipede I was catching.
Was that Venipede found at patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast?
It could be if you 3D print it.
And Coach Kev, you and I need to get together because originally you talked about wanting something special made, and let's talk. Let's get in Discord and figure it out together. We'll do that. But for right now, for the podcast and live, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, there's that. Let me do this real quick here. All right, there's that. And let me flip it down here. I got the new song ready. Man, on these Curiums, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to get rid of 2 of them. I don't think I need them. Transfer that. All right. Give it a
Push
second.
the button.
Here comes the boy.
But my other kid has 2.
Ooh, that came in a little loud. Let's start that lower, shall we?
If she knew me, she said, yeah, I know a few songs. All these girls around me think I'm rowdy because I've been through
What
trouble.
is-
Then I level up, so now I ghost them like this situation. I've been that guy you clowning around and looking like a Mr. Mind. You want to party up with me? I'm busy, pick a different time. Now you should really go trick. Now she looking shy, so then I hit her with
The
that bold switch.
pick.
I'm so quick, out and then I'm colder, lolling fold picks. Bringing out the Steelix and I'm letting off the whole
So who did that?
I rolling out like Golem, so these people say I rock, man. Like I'm playing Pokemon, they labeled me as Brock. Damn, Charizard, I bring the heat, you might just get a light tan. Ash Ketchum, my Pokédex is stacked though.
So everything is a Pokemon reference, man. This randomly came across my TikTok, man, and I was like, "What? What is this?" Everything is like so with my Vulpix. They see me rolling rock types, so they call me Gold. I mean, it's awesome, dude. It's fun. And we're back. And I find things. And look.
So who's that from though? What do you know? What TikTok it was?
Yes, and I meant to look it up. I'm glad you mentioned. I did mean to pull it up beforehand. Let me mute that down. But Joe, tell them we want more songs while I look this up real quick.
We want more songs.
That was not enough time.
So if you want to send us a song that we can include during our little breaks, you can send us an email, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com, or you can hit us up on socials. So, Facebook.com/Pokemon Go Podcast or Twitter @Pokemon Go Pod.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if you're in the Discord, reach out on the Discord. Any way that you can. Charles is wanting more songs to play.
Because it's fun. I think it's a fun way to come back in to the show. And this guy is at Game Boy Jones on TikTok. Imagine it's Game Boy Jones. Anywhere you're going to look at his music. Now, I did have to do a few little edits. I don't know if you heard in there. So it's not PG-13. And this is the only one I've heard of him. So I don't know how the rest of his stuff goes. But I thought it was fun. It just came up on my For You page. I'm like, I'm going to grab that for the show. So
So I'm sitting here sending gifts, right? I'm going to go off a tangent for a moment.
All right, tangent away.
I just looked at this guy's username. The Legend Tom.
Okay.
Could this be our mysterious Tom that is declaring everybody a fraud?
I don't see it in my viewers. Oh, you're talking about gifts. Sorry. I was looking on Twitch and people here live. I'm like, I don't see that name.
No. It's gifts that I'm sending out. It could be Tom, although I have them listed as Dragon Con. So it would have been somebody that I added at Dragon Con.
I mean, there are plenty of frauds at Dragon Con. I'm just saying, that could be Tom all day long. So, Currents.
Yeah.
You make a good point. We are in transition. The house is moving.
Oh,
so,
really? Shows off when I go to our own website.
It's been moving for a while, and actually, that link wasn't messed up until recently. As soon as I saw it, I reached out to the web guys like, hey, we need to fix that. And I need to catch up with him tomorrow to find out why it hadn't been fixed. But the site and the back end has always been what you didn't see. Oh, there you go. I was typing it out, Joe, but you got it. GiantSizeTeamUp.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. So
PokemonGoPodcast.com always redirected to here.
Yeah. So we definitely own it and everything. When I say the house, I mean GiantSizeTeamUp.com is moving. So that's a lot of moving parts that we're whittling down and reframing and tightening up the whole website so it moves faster. And then we're going to do a redesign on it once we get the new host in place. So I did notice that just the other day. So I'm glad you brought that up, Currens. So you can definitely go to GiantSizeTeamUp.com/Pokemon Go Podcast and leave a voicemail. We do have 3 tonight. But before we get to that, Joe, it's time for some headlines. and you're overwhelming me again with this stuff this week. So we're gonna burn through it real fast here. Okay. All right. He's got 4 people, which means it's going to be a 4-hour show. But yeah, we got 4 headlines here.
3-hour tour. So this first one is for next week. So this past week, we had the Ultra Lock event with all the psychics and everything. Next week, it's going to be the Unova event. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited for this event. Have you looked? Do you remember the details? We've talked about it before.
You know it. Actually, I don't, but I could not resist that horrible pun.
All right, so this opens up tomorrow, so Friday the 21st. Friday the 14th, and goes until Friday the 21st. And we're going to be getting Shiny Ragnarola and Shiny Genesect. And Kranz is already, give me that red Genesect, please. And then brand new Pokemon are going to be popping up. So Sewaddle, Cottony, and Emolga will be popping up everywhere. But they are adding a new regional Pokemon, Bouffalant, to the New York City area. So if you live in that area, get yourself a Bouffalant. I talked about last week needing to make a trip up to Pennsylvania and taking a little stint up to New York City just to get myself a Bouffalant, possibly.
Who is it, Coach Kev? Is it Coach Kev that lives in the Jersey area? Might not be close enough. It's somebody who comes out here regularly on Thursday nights.
I can't remember. It might be Coach Kev.
Yeah, Coach Kev says me. Yeah. So he wants you to pick him up on the way. Up there. So.
There we go.
I mean, I would drive to Chattanooga. What is that? 3-hour ride, 2.5-hour ride?
2.5, depending on traffic.
I would if I was that far away, right? Because I know people, I know you. That's all. I don't really know people. I know you. But I'm like, hey Joe, if it's cool with you, I'll come up there. We'll hang out for a while. We'll get some Bouffalants, whatever. I'm not driving from Tennessee to New York City. Yeah, that's a bit much, man.
Yep. I'm going to get a Bouffalant before you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get a Conklin before you.
Coach Kev says he's going to drive down to get Carnivine. So we'll have to do a meetup with Coach Kev. He'll bring some extra Bouffalants, and we'll trade him. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
I might have some Carnivine left. I tend to trash them because I have a bunch, and people don't seem to want them around here.
Well, it's because they're here.
Yeah. And I got a lot of Rayquazas. Jeez. I'm trying to clean out my Poke bag right now by analyzing these things. Mid-podcast, all I'm doing is looking down at my phone the whole time, never talking, to see which Rayquazas I need to keep. But yeah, so it's going to be cool. I was a little underwhelmed with this week's events, right? The shinies.
You didn't like the aliens?
No, I love the aliens. But that all the Staryus have been regular, all the swooshes and swoopies and fart knockers, whatever. They're all been regulars, right?
So you just
it's not like the shiny rate went up.
You just missed all the shots you took. I see.
Oh no, I've only missed one shot that I took, Joe. I'm still at like 98% catch rate on my raids. Fool, I'm good. And if I remember, the week before this, you didn't even finish your stuff, and I got like 300 excellent catches.
300 excellent.
I don't know. It's a lot. Whatever it was. It was like
I'll say though, hitting excellent on Deoxys.
Oh Lord, right?
It's not bad at all. Hitting those excellents.
It's okay. It goes through. It's just outside the frame, right? Not outside the frame, but it's a nice large excellent target, like you're saying.
Yep.
But it's like. And on the podcast, you won't see it, but I'm making a circle with my fingers. Okay, this is great. This is excellent, and I always hit just on the outside. It goes straight through. I'm like, oh man, just a little bit more and it'd been excellent. Ugh.
You got to set that circle. You got to set that circle.
I do. I remember the tips and tricks there. But yes, Waddle, Cottony, Emolga, those are gonna be great to get. Now, technically, Joe, without going to New York, you might get a Bouffalant in Tennessee in the 5K eggs.
No.
And it does say. So killing me.
Bouffalant will be in.
Separate it.
Bouffalant will be in 5K eggs, but only for people in New York City.
A smart person would have said Bouffalant and put the egg next to it, not put a whole separate section away from the words.
Well, you
think he might get it.
You take that up with Leak Duck.
I am going to write the director of the internet and make them take this crap down right now. It's crap. But yeah, I think it's Currens. I want that red Genesect. It looks cool. Man, Boldor, Roggenrola, and Gigalith. Gigalith looks like Ben 10 could call him in for a battle. I dig it.
He does look kind of like a Ben 10 transformation, doesn't he?
Yeah. I can't remember that specific Ben 10 one, but yeah. I was when my kids were that age, I was a huge Ben 10 fan. I mean, it came, when I was an adult. I was like, no, this is a great cartoon. I love that my kids are watching this. I'm down, man. It's really good. All right. So Go Fest are we talking about this for the third week in a row? Is there something new here?
No, just a reminder because it's coming up this weekend.
You will need to text me because I still won't remember.
So on the 16th, so that is this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. local time is the Go Fest makeup window. So if you were part of Go Fest, if you had a Go Fest ticket, then you can do that. One thing, even if you're not that excited for the spawns and whatnot, make sure you're opening up as many gifts as you can because they could contain rare candy. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah. Get that rare candy, toss it into your Shadow Mewtwo. Fun times.
Rocky Eddie says, I'm excited. Me and some friends are competing to be the first to solo Genesect with the best friend boost. So very cool.
So wait, how does that work?
Do you solo if you have a best.
So do you have your friend hop in and then not just hop out? Don't do anything in the raid just so you can get the boost.
That's an interesting question. Coach Kev said, I always felt that if you get a 7K egg from a gift from a different region, you should have a chance of hatching the regional from the place the gift came from. And we sell a bunch more adventure boxes that way. That
would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. And
it would encourage people to add friends from around the world. And I get that they kind of want you to add local friends, but I think it would be this is a global game. And they need to encourage the global aspect of it. I mean, they kind of are now a little bit with the remote raids, but I don't know. For me, I don't think any of the remote raids are still I think they're still showing blank for where they're caught. So even that's all of mine still show blank.
That says caught. Where's the one that says caught? Yep. Now, so yes, you're right. After the fact, it just says caught. But in the moment when you catch it, it'll say caught, and like this one I named Rayquaza Nold for Nolte, and I know it said caught because I put it in Discord, caught in wherever Australia or New Zealand or Germany or wherever he is. I forget where Nolte. Yeah, so
Nolte's in Australia.
That's a good assumption of you. Cool. Maybe he flew out. Maybe he's sitting at my house waiting for me to finish the show. You don't know, Joe. You just don't know.
Except he's told us several times where he's from.
No, yeah, whatever.
Right. That's why his raid hours at like 3 a.m. for us.
I know, right? I know. But it does. Maybe he gets up in the morning and does them, but he works it out where, for me, it's in the evening. So we're crossing over just enough that I've done many raids with him, which is really cool. It just works out right. So maybe he's going to raid before he goes to work or something. I don't know. All right. So we got a tweet here from the official Pokemon Go app. And I already know who people are going to vote for because I've already seen the memes. Here, I fixed the ad so it shows you who you're really going to see. But the choices are, of course, this is one of those vote things, right? Which they have not released the details on how to vote yet, but we know it's one of those like, share, whatever.
Yes, quote unquote, more details coming soon.
But it's Charmander. No, people aren't going to vote for that one. Grimer. No, people aren't going to vote for that one either. Caterpie. Nobody cares about Caterpie. Porygon. I think people are going to vote the crap out of Porygon.
Well, and it's the top 2 because these are the next 2 community days. So I think.
So who do you think the second one will be after Porygon?
I think I agree. The top one will be Porygon. I think the second is going to be Charmander.
Yeah, if we especially get that shiny, get a shot at the Black Charizard.
Yeah, well, and if I remember correctly, a lot of people complained about the shiny rates during Charmander Community Day, the original Charmander Community Day. So we'll see. That if I had to guess, it would be Porygon will get the number 1 votes and Charmander will get the number 2.
And it's been a long time since you caught me doing this, Joe.
What did I catch you doing?
I didn't have an egg incubating a house away. It's been a hot minute since that's happened, but I just checked and it's there. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Porygon, and then I agree with you. I think Charmander will be the second one for Shizzle.
No, don't do that.
I don't know. Will you take away my rights to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast, Joe? Charmander, Coach Kev saying Charmander's already good in PvP, and they'll probably make it better with a new move. So yeah, Rock Eddie's agreeing it's going to be Porygon the first and Charmander in the second. Now let me ask you this: other than Porygon's hard to catch, it's very rare. You've got 2 evolutions of it now.
His shiny hasn't been released yet.
That's the one that the shiny has not been released.
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure that Porygon's shiny has not been released. But Grimer and Caterpie, both of their shinies are available.
Okay. Yeah, occurrence. I'm 100% there. I want that shiny Charizard, man. All right, now we have one that we can take a little bit of extra time here on. Yeah, it is. We're down with the
dun dun dun.
But it is a Pokemon from this is posted by user Marty Cochran.
Yeah, this is one of the Pokeminers.
All right, talk away.
All right, so this was pretty early on this last week, but a lot of new stuff has been popping in. So we're apparently going to be getting some clothing specific to Megas. So that was found. So they found not only, well, I mean, these are bracelets, which makes sense because in the main series games, the trainer has a bracelet with a stone that coincides with the stone of the Pokemon who you're trying to that's the Pokemon is holding that you were trying to Mega Evolve. Okay. I think they're just going to have it be an equip on us. We're not going to actually equip it to Pokemon.
Now this is how they sell. This is how they sell the Gotcha 2. It's an actual bracelet that you have to have on to evolve. There's a Bluetooth. Yeah, not the Gotcha. What's the official one? Plus the
Pokemon Go Plus, or the Pokeball Plus.
So it's going to be the Poke Bracelet Plus, and you have to actually have it on your wrist, or you cannot evolve these things.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that. But anyway, and then it looks like we've got a new promo with Verizon. So Sprint was done. Now we've got Verizon. Apparently, you can get a Verizon mask and a Verizon jacket.
We'll see.
Exactly. It's like, cool.
Now,
I totally wanted that.
The Baskin Robbins is the current sponsor, and I assume because I'm doing remote raids, I didn't know where the raids are. When you do the remote raids, you'll get the sponsored gifts sometimes. So I assume people are at a Baskin Robbins stop or gym or whatever, a gym, right?
Yeah,
no, man. The one I went to that did the raid by myself on Sunday was a bench. It literally, okay, it is a bad Pokestop. You know, I talk about wanting to have one in my front yard and so on and so forth. But this one it's an interest of a neighborhood, like a big subdivision neighborhood. And right in the front of it, they have like this kind of, I don't know, this kind of weird area of trees. Like it's a half lot. So you couldn't put a house there. So it's just some trees and a bench. But it's literally as you come in and you turn off to here, turn off to there, So it's wide enough roads. I wasn't blocking traffic. I'm like, this is a bad place to do it. Nowhere near anywhere else. And I finished that raid and I got the Baskin Robbins sponsored gift. So it is just, I think it's just on raids, period, for Baskin Robbins to get the gift.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems to pop up after raids all the time. You know, Baskin Robbins always finds out. So. Always finds out what raid you're doing. But yeah, so there's that. This is something that people have been asking for a long time. It's text that states, "Hey, you're about to fight a rocket person, basically, but your storage is full." So
that does that for items. I've gotten that notification for items before already.
Yeah, so it says, "Hey, look, go handle your storage because you won't be able to catch this shadow Pokemon if you have full Pokemon storage." So, but yeah, so there's that, and then they added more stuff for AR mapping data. So it looks like, let's see, it says you can help collect AR mapping data at this location. If you spin the photo disc, you can get an AR mapping task. You can also scan this Pokestop anytime from the Pokestop details page. So
interesting. How do you scan from the Pokestop details page?
I don't know. So somehow it's to collect AR data, and it looks like we'll get this quest from specific Pokestops. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
We'll just have to wait and see.
I don't even remember how to. I know it's out. It's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's some Pokestops. So it must be something new because I'm on the Pokestop page, and there's nothing to do with it. It just shows me I was at this Pokestop, like Winnebago Park. You know, it just shows that. So I don't. Yeah, it must be something new that's coming to the game, perhaps, or maybe I just misunderstand it about. He says it's already active. Check your settings. Coach Kev says that. So going in the settings, get music, sound effects, battery, share recently caught Pokemon, allow battle challenges with friends, show Pokemon ribbon. I don't know what Pokemon ribbon is, but it's marked. Show sponsored gifts, notifications.
Niantic AR.
I see Niantic AR. Yeah, enable Pokestop scan. You have no Pokestop scans waiting to upload, is what I have on my screen. But then, of course, new Pokestop unlocks at level 40, which, by the way, I just checked, about 4.8 million is where I'm sitting.
Okay.
So, yeah, it says enable Pokestop scan, which is enabled, but I have no scans waiting to upload.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait and
But you're level 40, so can you go into your Pokestops and try to...
There's no Pokestops near me, but yeah, when I click on it, I get the same text where it says there's no Pokestops. So,
all right, I'll be honest, I still don't get it, but we'll get there. What else? What else we got?
Looks like we're getting new filters. So appraisal, favorite, Pokemon type, recent, recommended, region, and special. So we'll have to wait and see what all of these do. Some of them are more apparent than others, what they'll end up doing. But yeah, so we'll have to wait and see how that plays into the filtering. And then there is a continue to battle button. The Pokeminers said that they're not sure where it's going to be used. I suspect it will be used for remote raids because right now, if you die in the remote raid, it kicks you out and you have to get back into it via your nearby screen again. Right.
Which I'm glad you mentioned at one point because that was not easy to figure out. But I have been kicked out of one or two, lost, and all my Pokemon fainted, whatever. Now, here's the other thing that is live. So we talked about that a few weeks ago because somebody brought it up and like, yes, it doesn't make it obvious, but if you faint out and you go back to the main map, you gotta go to your nearby raids and jump back into it, and it'll take you right back into it. The other day, it treated it like it was a real raid, like I was standing there where they fainted out. I was in the raid lobby, set my guys back up, jumped right back in. It didn't take me all the way back out that time.
Oh, okay.
So they are working on it. So it says, Coach Guest says, I hope that means you don't have to wait for the timer to go to 0 when doing a raid. Oh, hey, Lady Jasmine, you're awesome. Thank you. She just gifted a sub.
Gifted a sub to you.
Yeah, to me, but I think it's random. So I appreciate the thought. That was awesome. And you know what, Lady J, I will make sure you get a Squirrel Squad figure. We'll make sure that happens. We'll get in touch with you and get your address there. So yeah, and then the filter labels, talked about that a little bit, but you can start searching for legendary, lucky.
Well, we've
mythical.
always been able to do that. That's what's weird.
Yeah, okay.
So these might be filters somewhere else. What if they're in your
what if they're in the menu?
Yeah, what if they're in your Pokédex or something?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like I'm in the Pokemon bag right
now. Because all of these other labels, can evolve, hatched, legendary, those are already labels that are already, unless they're just changing the name, the resource ID in the code, and that could be. But if it is actually something new, then perhaps. What?
Okay. I know I shouldn't do things mid-show, but I do. Is what I do. I'm sorry. I just did the 4-star search that I haven't done in forever. I got a Happiny that's a hundo.
There you go.
And the Alolan, I think I already had this already started, but the Alolan Sandslash. That's a hundo.
Okay.
So now the Happiny is only CP 212 and the Sandslash is CP 1390. Well, that Sandslash, I've got plenty of candy. I can get it up if it's good for PvP. And then more stickers. Stickers don't count as items. Well, we already knew. I mean, we didn't have them explain that, but we could already see that it doesn't count as stickers. But apparently there's a message. I love the note here. They really don't want you to delete your stickers. Ha ha ha. The stickers don't count as items as a text. There's no need to delete them. Do they? So the first comment here is highlighting stickers don't count as items, and they ask, then why do they take away space from other items and gifts? I haven't noticed that they actually do take away from other items and gifts.
So I guess it's just people trying to delete them. They don't want you to delete those stickers. Keep the stickers. What? You're a bad ambassador tonight. That's what. Yeah, they really want you to keep the stickers. And I'm going to say it now because everybody forget. And since I don't really send out stickers, I'm keeping my Pokemon GO Fest 2020 sticker, the ones that are actually dated 2020, till next year. And then you're going to start
to confuse people. Yep. Yeah, we'll be in GO Fest 2021, and everyone's like, "What is this sticker? What are you doing, man?" I don't know. It amuses me. So
you could have done that with gifts from last year from GO Fest 2019. Like although I think some of them, the image reverted afterwards, so maybe not. But there was that one, like the bathroom stalls and stuff. Do you remember that last year?
Joe, if you're getting stuff off the walls of the bathroom stalls, we need to.
No.
We gotta pray for you.
The porta potties were stop, and they were actually labeled as the bathrooms on the gifts.
I forgot about that.
The GO Fest bathrooms.
I totally forgot about that. That's funny. That is funny. No, I did. I did forget. That's awesome. There is that. Rocket says just send them out. I don't know. I mean, they don't. Here's my thing: is I don't have anything against the stickers. Okay, nothing against them. And I do like that they gave us the old GO Fest logos along with the new one as part of it, and some other cool stuff. Right, cool stickers. But they don't do anything. It's my same complaint with the dressing the person up.
So clearly they need regional stickers, and everyone needs a sticker book. So when you get sent that specific sticker, it can go into your sticker book.
Oh no. You know what? We're gonna do some speak pipes right now.
And apparently we just got a new one from Curran's.
We did, but we're gonna go in the order that they were received. So here's the first one.
Is it playing? If it's playing, I can't hear it.
You're right. You're right. I forgot. I turned off the routing earlier, because I wanted to edit that song without having it go out. So, okay, the first fraud, and the podcast will be twice, but on the live stream, this is the first time you're hearing it. He goes after one of our own, Joe. He goes after one of our own.
Hey there. My name's Tom. And I just want to say that, Nicole, you are a fraud.
No.
Oh, no.
Anyway, love the show. Bye-bye.
Nicole is no fraud. I know she's a real person. I've met her. She's awesome.
It's true.
Oh, hey
it's
there.
True.
My name's Tom. And I have a question for the king of the frauds. Hey, Joe.
Oh.
Tom is...
I am not just a fraud. I am now the king of the frauds.
You're the king. But
interesting. But wait, there's more.
We got more.
I just want to say, CheekyNashville is not a fraud. And this is the Terry Wolf.
Come back. Now, some people had theorized that Tom and Terry Wolf are the same person. However, we just heard them back to back, and they really don't sound alike at all. So I'm thinking Tom is not Terry Wolf, but Terry Wolf somehow went to bat for CheekyNashville. Now I don't get that. I don't get that relationship because Terry Wolf is way out in Colorado freezing his Snorlaxes off, and CheekyNashville is from Nashville. Terry Wolf came to the defense of CheekyNashville. So we're going to have the great fraud war of 2021 coming up. We're building up to it, I tell you. And this is one from 5 minutes ago. Our very own Currents.
Hey, this is Currents 2311. And this week, I've got a question for Joe. What time is it?
Woo!
Yeah!
What time is it? So, Joe, hit him with the time.
It is time for random trivia. And this week, I wanted to talk about Porygon because I suspect that he will be next month's Community Day Pokemon. And something interesting about Porygon, unlike a lot of Pokemon who get their evolutions in the same generation they first pop in, his subsequent evolutions are spread across three separate generations. So all of them are the virtual Pokemon. He's a normal type. If you've ever played the Gen 1 games, the only way to get him is actually by participating in a casino. So you have to go to a Team Rocket casino and the game corner and participate there to get the original Porygon. His Pokedex entry says that he is a Pokemon that consists entirely of programming code, capable of moving freely in cyberspace. So this is a 100% man-made Pokemon that is made up of programming code. So that's interesting there. He's probably the one from Generation 1 that you had to spend the most time and effort into actually getting, although you could just purchase him, so you would get him eventually, but he was somewhat expensive to get. So apparently the concept of Porygon is thought to actually be a bird, but made with primitive 3D graphics, and possibly even an origami crane.
Okay. By polygons, I get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's actually where his name comes from. It's a corruption of the term polygon. So yeah, Porygon is also the only Pokemon that evolves by trade twice. So you have to hold an upgrade for Porygon to turn into Porygon 2, And then from Porygon 2 into Porygon Z, you have to trade him while holding a dubious disc. So, yeah.
I doubt that.
Because it's dubious.
Yes. Yeah.
He's actually the only 3-stage Pokemon that doesn't have a level requirement to trigger one of its evolutions. So, and apparently, and I don't know how, but apparently it's actually possible. Oh, because you can get a level 1 Porygon. So you can get a level 1 Porygon, and then trade it again. So you could have a fully evolved level 1 Porygon Z.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So, and then Porygon 2, he loses some of his rough edges. He becomes quite a bit smoother. And his Pokedex entry just simply says, this upgraded version of Porygon is designed for space exploration. It can't fly, though. So, it's designed for space exploration, but it can't fly on its own. So, there's that. And then Porygon Z, he gets a little bit wacky. He's still smooth, but his Pokedex entry says that additional software was installed to make it a better Pokemon. It began acting oddly, however. And I think that's a jab at software development in general. When you add more code, you tend to get bugs in the code.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit of a corruption, I guess, to it. But yeah, Porygon is an interesting Pokemon, to say the least. So, good old Pokemon. Good old Porygon.
I do love the bug aspect of that. That was funny. So, and Krantz, we got you. We got you in. That's awesome. And we got 2 from Tom. And we've got CheekyNashville, and we got oh man, I'm you know what? Let me cycle through it because I want to from Norway.
Hey there.
No, that's Cheeky.
Hey. This is Corinne.
That's Krantz.
Oh, hey there.
Okay, that's Tom. Nope. Okay, I've got it on recycle. Oh, we have an awesome person from Norway, and I'm sorry I forgot your name. I'm bad like that. So, there's just so Krantz is campaigning to be on the fraud list. He wants to be on the fraud list for next week. I hear you. Because Kev, I said Tom hadn't called me out yet. He goes, but you're the filthy casual, so not sure if you can be a fraud. You know, you got a point there. You know, I'm a filthy casual. Snake Doctor 77 puts in CheekyNashville is not a fraud as a title. So there you go. You got anything else, Joe?
Nope, not tonight.
All right. Here we go. Email us, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com. You can get your emails to us. SpeakPipe is at temporarily giantsizeteamup.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. Okay. And once you get to it, just bookmark it. It'll be the easiest thing for you to do. But the main.com will be coming back online, hopefully sooner rather than later. Reddit's r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook's @Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter @Pokemon Go Pod. And we do this live on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. So come on out live and hang out with us. And then that video does go over to YouTube on the GSTU Media page on YouTube. It has its own Pokemon Go Podcast channel. So you can check that out. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard. And you can also find me all over the place at Assorted Geekdom. This past week, I actually got myself a new Switch dock that I'm going to be hooking up.
Look at you, 1%er, getting all over the world.
They have been sold out everywhere, and so when I got an alert saying that they were back in stock, I was like, all right, grab one, because moving it between the TVs while it's feasible, it's tedious. So I've got this one so I can set it up down here, and so I'm gonna try doing some more Switch content for my Assorted Geekdom YouTube channel.
That's awesome, man. You can find me Rock Out a Pod all across the internet, Charles McFall. And of course, as Joe is forcing me to say yet one more time, patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast. You can find me there. But no, I know we're gonna get some kind of tag or email like, man, you guys are you're sellouts. All you do is push your Patreon page. It's a joke, man. Come on. It's cool. Let's go. Hello, Steve708. We are wrapping up the recording of the podcast. So just a reminder, we do it live Twitch here every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And we're going to stick around on Twitch and vote for the official title of the show. So everybody here live, stick around. And for the podcast, thanks for downloading. Thanks for listening. If you like the ads, more power to you. We appreciate you listening with the ad version. Or come on over to Patreon, and then you can get ad free. And you can get some cool, at a certain level, at the underscore level, you get the 3D figures that get sent out every once in a while. And Discord and all that good stuff. Until next week, tune in to hear Joe say.
Do you think Charles is actually going to participate in the makeup day, or is he just going to forget? Maybe I better text him. Yep, definitely.
You better text him. There's that. All right, the Showbot is there. So that's that link, showbot.tv/s/channel, blah, blah, blah. And Lady Jasmine says I didn't give Joe a sub because he's not in here with his name. Well, I appreciate you, Lady Jasmine. And I shot you a whisper on Twitch. If you don't know how to do that, I'll just put it out there. Just email me your address at bearcrawling@gmail.com, or because I check that a lot more than I check the email for the show. So yeah, I'll definitely make sure you get a Squirtle Squad figurine. And there's a cool thing to it, and it's over across the room, and I'm gonna get it. But imprinted on the back is our logo, and for a 3D figure, that's about 2 inches. I think I said it at 2 inches in height. It actually looks pretty good, the imprint on it. So, and Joe, I was thinking about this too. That once we get some more filaments and we get that shiny, there's one that does color change and it looks so cool. I'm going to do a shiny variant once the bundle. So, and here's how that'll work. It'll be random. So like this one, we have 6 people at the underscore level, and then there's you and I. I'll print one for you and I. I'll make sure to set your and I's apart, because you can always request if you want to shiny, I'll print it. But for the patrons that it goes out to, we're gonna print 8 total, 6 regular, 2 shinies. 1 shiny will be kept out just for people on the podcast. Actually, I might do 3 shinies because the podcast is time sensitive, right? It's delayed, right? So on the podcast, we'll do a shiny giveaway, but on the live stream, we'll do a shiny giveaway. And then for our patrons, I'm going to take the mailer bags or whatever, drop them in without writing names on them, seal them up, mix the bags up, and then write the addresses on there. And so who knows, you might get the shiny. So it's awesome. And Lady Jasmine gifted you a sub. Thank you, Lady Jasmine. So, but you get that? You get that, Joe? It makes sense?
I think so. Yep.
I think it's going to be fun.
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
So, all right, here are our titles for tonight. If you didn't get a shiny Magikarp, I know where they went. This is Lady Jasmine. Joe and Coach Kev got them all. Be prepared. Trainers GO Fest Makeup Day is soon by Kearns. Stop being a sticker hoarder by Coach Kev is voted for. CheekyNashville is not a fraud by Snake Doctor. Charles is fraud casual by Kearns over there. I had to submit it, even though I'm the only one who's voting for it. You know it. I put that in there. Man. So there you go. And I know that other one was a mistake. That's okay. So right now at 333, we've got Stop Being a Sticker Hoarder. CheekyNashville is not a fraud, and Charles is fraud casual. All at 3. Oh, stupid Staryu, you're orange. I don't want no orange Staryus. I want whatever the color is. I don't know what the color is.
There's a 3-way tie right now.
So, ow, popped my knee. So, yeah, man. I'm excited about this printer. I am. I'm excited about what we can do with it. Cost effectiveness. Shipping is what's going to get us. It's not the printing, it's the shipping. And we do ship all over the world. We've sent stuff to Australia. I think that might be enough. Do we
Taiwan?
Taiwan? I know I've sent stuff to Australia. and I'm pretty sure we've sent it to other countries. So we're not like, and I get it. Nothing against people who don't ship outside their country, but we'll do it absolutely. But that's why we're spacing these out. I'm thinking, Joe, every 3 months, 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
We'll figure out a schedule.
Sounds good.
Because, get the coffers built back up a little bit through Patreon so we can afford the shipping, and ship it out. It'll be fun. And I was thinking about a way, if people really want one of these, like if you don't win one, maybe I'm sure we could probably do an Etsy shop or something, some way that we could sell them. I'm not trying to make money off of this.
Yeah, just sell them at cost.
Somebody's like, oh man, if it's really cool, that's really cool, I'd like to get one. We'll try to hook you up. Lady Jasmine says, I'm in the country of Texas. I know you guys tried to become a country like last year or 2 years ago. Oh man, Snake Doctor is taking it 6-5 right now about CheekyNashville is not a fraud. The second place one is Charles's Fraud Casual. We'll give it just another minute, get your votes in, see how that works. And let's see. Everything's bigger in Texas. And man, there's this great TikTok guy who takes news and different things going on in our country, and he plays the states as if they were characters. And and it's fun. It's fun to watch. But he has Alaska at the table with Texas, and he's doing all the characters. So it's really just they keep swapping clothes and he edits it together or whatever. But Texas is like, everything's bigger Texas. Alaska's like, really? Because we're bigger than you are. Just saying. It's fun. It's just fun. Let's go back one more time to Nightbot. And it looks like CheekyNashville is not a fraud is going to take it by Snake Doctor 77 at 6 votes there. A lot of good submissions tonight. A lot of good submissions, everybody.
Yep.
And we got a follow by Country Nerd 24. I mean, I saw it as soon as it happened, and I went to say, hey, tag him on the chat and go, hey, they weren't in chat. So I don't know how to say thanks for the follow, but not watch us. All right, cool. And here's to everybody that's here right now. We've got Aiton, which I think might be a bot. Athena Sand, Coach Kev Fort 13, Commander Root is a bot, Currents 2311, LAP, Kilted Pipe Guy popped in, K-Pop Junkie, cool. Lady Jasmine, I got a message with Marshasaurus. That's how I'd say.
Yep, that's how I'd say.
Rock Eddie 33.
Yep.
Roman. Okay, that's just you just randomly picked letters. That's not a name. That's not even leak speak, man. That's just trolling me. I don't know how to say that. Snake Doctor 77, Squishy Twitchy, and Storcina. Storcina, you can't see me. All right. Coach Kev bot. And if I missed your name, it's because the thing didn't update. So if I missed you, just say hey in the chat room. We'll say it back. All right, Joe, I think that's it, man. We good?
We good.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see you again on Thursday.
Have a good one.